Yeah, okay. Let's do an Estes method.
Estes
Yeah,
method.
let's try that.
Okay. Okay. So I'm gonna have to set a timer on my phone. What did we decide? Like 5 minutes should be good, right?
Yeah, probably don't want to go. I mean, I guess it just depends on how much you're getting,
I can
but
handle. Yeah.
yeah, but you don't want to like warp into another world or anything. So maybe set an alarm. And if you feel like you're getting a lot and you want to go back in, but I would say 5 minutes.
You want to try 3 minutes first and
Maybe
then okay.
see if anything comes through. Yeah. Because I've honestly never thought about how long we do it for. When you're in the moment, we're not timing ourselves, so
Right.
it can feel like a long time and not really be a long time.
Here we go. Okay. That was a car outside. They're already talking to me.
What did they say? Can't you probably can't even hear me say that? Okay. Oh my gosh. I'm sorry, spirits. Spirits, could you see Chris's eyeballs? Is that not the wildest
Stop.
thing you've ever seen? Did you say stop? Yeah, well, we can't. But we think it's pretty cool. It's supposed to be Mona Lisa's eyes.
Stop.
Stop again? Well, you don't like art? Is that why you would tell us to stop? Or you just think we're making fun of things? I do apologize. We're not. We do really appreciate it. Can you tell Chris if that's you that is making the noise in her room? She wonders if it's the building settling or if it's someone walking around the room. Are you walking around Chris's room?
Suspect.
Do you have a name? Could you tell Chris what your name is?
Help.
I'd love to help you. Would you like to tell me how I could help you or how Chris could help you? Is this Sally? We were told that a woman named Sally lost her life here. Is that you, Sally? Do you need help?
Substance.
Substance. Did you lose your life by taking a substance? Like a poison or drugs? What happened? She may still not be able to hear me.
So my alarm already went off. Was that already 3 minutes? Really?
No, that seems really weird. That didn't feel like 3 minutes at least. Like I
No.
said, I guess we don't, when you get into it, it's so easy to lose like track of time, I would imagine. So,
It is I can tell you right now it's really, really weird. I keep getting the same word over and over and over again, but I cannot clearly make it out. I don't know if it's stealth or substance. It's an S word, and I hear it over and it's the same word over and over again. And it almost sounds like it's multiple voices coming through with the same word. So I don't know what they're trying to tell me, but it's an S and always comes through with an S. Like that's why I'm like it's stealth, it's substance, it's there's an S word here. I don't. it's not Sally, who's the name of the spirit that's supposed to be here, but it's a weird, there's another S word that's coming through.
Uh-huh. That's
Uh,
interesting.
right. Um, I'll try again for another, I'll go 5 minutes this time because I don't feel like 3 minutes. I felt like those 3 minutes went by in a 60 seconds, like it was done and gone.
That did seem really, really fast.
Right? Okay. 56. Okay. Okay.
What are you doing?
Doing it again. Stop. Stop.
Do you not like us using this device?
Sister. Stop.
Is it the fact that Chris is blindfolded that is bothering you? Does the radio bother you? Chris says you're repeating a word that starts with S. Can you say that loud and clear?
Stop. Stop.
Is it someone's last name?
Say, say it.
Say it? Say you want me to say it, but I'm not sure what I'm supposed to be saying. Is it is it someone else's name that also starts with S?
Yep.
Yeah. So I she says it sounds like substance, so it wouldn't be like Samantha or something. Is it like Sebastian? That doesn't
Stop.
seem right. Stop.
Stop. Say it.
I okay, I'll keep working on it. Sanderson? Substance as a name. Is it a name? Can you just say yes for me? If it's a name?
Sasha.
Sasha. Ooh, that is a very pretty name. I was not going to think of that one, but I do like that. Is your name Sasha? Can you say yes?
Yes.
Yes. Okay.
Stop.
I didn't catch that. Sasha, are you do people confuse you for Sally? Do you get called Sally a lot?
Sasha.
Sasha. Yes, you are Sasha.
Sasha.
Yes, I get it. You are Sasha, not Sally. Do you like the room?
The room.
Yeah. Do you stay in this room all the time?
Stop. Stop.
Are you happy to have a visitor? There's something going on in that screen behind Chris. I saw movement on that SLS camera in the corner, like the bottom right corner.
Yes.
Sasha, are you moving around the room? The lighting just changed in the room too for some reason. Maybe Chris did that, which she wouldn't know anything's happening in the room. Sasha, are you on the other side of the table?
Samantha.
Did you say Samantha?
Uh,
Uh,
Sasha. I was getting Sasha a lot, like very, and I got it again. These things are choking me.
Did they just keep repeating their name then?
Yeah, but it's different voices coming through. Stasha, 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 and then I get stop, 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 and I don't know what the hell that's about. I don't know if it's like I'm getting, and I got Samantha once too, but it was a man saying Samantha. Now, so the story is that there was a like a fight between two women in this room, and one woman pushed the other woman down the escalator or the elevator, excuse me. So maybe that was the Samantha Sasha. I don't know if that's what I was getting. I don't know if the guy just yelled out Samantha. Maybe that's something completely different. Um,
Maybe the stop is like a residual sound. They're not talking to you or talking to us. It's just like they're
right.
fighting and they're like,
If
stop, 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 that type thing. You're going to have to watch the footage on your SLS or XLS. I don't know because this is just
did you see
me.
something?
At the bottom right hand corner of the screen, there was some weird changes in that
No way.
corner. I didn't see a
Really?
stick because I can barely see the screen as it is, like it's
Yeah.
blurry. But there was some weird grayish, it looked gray to me, light changes at the bottom of that screen. So you're gonna have to go to that moment and watch that. I don't know if you want to even just stop recording like right now, so to just kind of watch it towards the end. But
It's good. Yeah.
yeah, something was going on, and then the lighting in your room changed as well. But that is coming and going, so that's probably just the light that you're using to light yourself with.
Okay.
But
Okay.
after that moment, and when I was asking about it, the light got brighter, almost to light up the room so I can see that there's nothing there. But so
Interesting.
it was just a weird, yeah, moment. But I was asking for them to say their name, and then what do you want us to stop? You want her to stop the with the blindfold or with the radio? Like, what is bothering you? And it never answered, but you got several names, and I was trying to guess at the name. So when you said substance before, I was like, oh, is that you, Sally? Is that how you died or something? Taking a substance? Was it poison? Because you said it was hearsay, like kind of. There's no factual evidence of this story, so
Exactly. Yeah.
um, but then we started working on maybe it's a name and it sounds like substance or something. Sasha and that, I could see where that could get confused. But I was
Mhm.
just going through S names and then you
Oh,
came
were
out with,
you?
yeah, and then you
Yeah.
came out with two S names. I did say Samantha at one point. Um,
Okay.
but then you
Well,
said Sasha and then we stayed on Sasha for a while.
yeah, it kept coming through. That's fascinating because the one of the things that are supposed to be like that you hear, like with your own ears, obviously, is the screaming because of the fight that took place. But also, she said to say mercy, like as you do when like you're fighting with a sibling. I don't have a sibling. I don't know many siblings that ever said mercy, but then again, I was brought up in the 1980s and 90s. When I'm saying 1900s, those are the 1900s that I'm referring to.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So I mean, like, they say that she says mercy or whatever, but stop honestly makes a lot more sense to me if someone is trying to kill you instead of saying mercy. Mercy is a like a sibling thing that you say. Um,
Yeah, definitely not what me and my sibling ever said. We would just fight harder. There was nobody trying to really say stop. Uh but I could see somebody in a fight and saying like even saying like stop, have mercy. Like,
yeah, I
yeah,
have mercy,
this
sure.
is yeah, we're getting really extreme, especially if it's so violent that death is the outcome. But
Okay,
yeah, I think that was not incredibly helpful on, sentences or anything, but
yeah,
definitely interesting that you got names out of it and stop. Um,
I
It's
can go a little longer. I'm not sick at all. So maybe, okay, so 3 minutes isn't a threshold, 5 minutes isn't a threshold. Maybe I go for 8 minutes and see if we get something out of the 8 minutes more than
Yeah, I mean, you can keep trying it if you want. My concern is that they're not going to break away from repeating themselves. Like
right. I keep
maybe,
it repeats. Yeah.
yeah, maybe they are having a hard time figuring out. Shit, I don't even know how they do it. I don't know how
I
they
don't know.
use that device to.
Okay. Well, I've got the dowsing rods. We can do that. That seems a little bit more like all you got to do is just open or close instead of manipulate sound waves.
Yeah,
Maybe it's a little bit,
do you want
a
to
little
try
easier.
that now?
Yeah. Okay. I see them. Hang on a second. All right. All right. I got the dowsing rods and I'm going to turn this bad boy back on. See if you guys want to speak to us while I'm doing the dowsing. It's delayed. Like this guy's like, "Mm, I was just asleep."
Mine has never said delayed to me.
Really?
Have
Mine
you
is
seen it before?
no, but it's just like you turn it on and it doesn't immediately like come spring to life like
Oh,
normally.
I got you. It didn't say delayed. It was just taking forever. I got you.
These things are kind of pulsating in my hand. I've got one hand and I feel like a pulsating going on here. So hang on, maybe this is the right way to go. That's kind of crazy. Like I've never felt that like against my skin here, like it's trying to move.
Mm.
All right, let me loosen up. That's fine. You guys don't want to talk to electronics. I got some old school here. It's old school for me. Maybe not for you, and that's totally cool. I love the dowsing rods. Honestly, my BFF here, Wendy, does a much better job with the dowsing rods. You guys are already like they're wide open. I don't know how well you could see this. They are like
Yeah,
they're
I see
moving, they're
that.
moving, moving. You see it? Just touched
Yeah.
me. They're wide open. Why are you already hugging me? Thank you. I would hug you back. I appreciate it. This is what I was told was a hug, and I appreciate it. Can you go back to regular stance so we can start asking questions? I'm just gonna force it because I just feel like you're just there to stay. All right, here we go with the regular stance. Okay, so hello again. I just heard another noise near the bathroom. Is your name actually Sasha? They're just like opening wider and wider and wider. Do you know how to give me a yes or a no? Do you know how to use these to answer my questions? They're just, did you hear that?
There was a noise that was a pop that I think might be my cat.
I swear to God, I just heard an actual yes in the
Oh,
room.
okay, that's different then. Yeah. If you heard it on your end.
I did. It's weird because like I felt it was there's a couch in front of me. And I was sitting there earlier when I was recording and I was getting EVPs, but I swear something just said, yeah. Okay, well, if you know how to use these, then why are you just like you just opened them up so wide right now? That's not a yes or no. That's not a yes or a no. That is a just opening them up wide. Thank you. Yes, close them up. Thank you. Yes, close them up. You're doing it. Okay, come on. Come on. Close them all the way up. Is that you, girlfriend? Is that you, Sasha? Maybe not Sally. Maybe Sasha on the couch. I don't know. Okay. Okay. No, no, no. Please close them. I need to know who I'm speaking to. The female that is said to be thought of as Sally. Maybe it's not Sasha. Maybe it's not Sally. But the female who is said to have been, I'm sorry, murdered on this floor. If you're here with me, if that's you that just said yes, can you please continue to close these all the way? Close them so tight they're touching. I want to see it. I want to see them closing so tight that they're touching. I don't think you can see it at all because of how dark it is.
I
They're
can
not
and I can't. They're a little like blurry, so you'll have to tell me if they've actually crossed or not.
okay. They're not. They're still kind of in a V. They're not like touching me anymore like they were before, but
I see that.
there's
Yeah.
still a gap.
Ask if their name is. Tell them to cross them if their name is Sasha.
Can you please cross the dowsing rods if your name is Sasha? Is that what you said, Sasha?
Yes.
And they're wobbling, but they're not moving. It's still open as a V.
Okay.
Hold
Ask them.
on.
Oh,
Now, what was that about? Who is manipulating these? Like as soon as I said that, they're like, "Yeah, we're done." And then as soon as you were about to ask another question, they started wobbling like crazy. What were you about to ask, Wendy? Because
to ask them to cross it if their name is Samantha.
can you please cross if your name is Samantha? Nothing. Not even movement this time. Okay, fine, 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 fine. Are you familiar with the name Sally? I'm not asking if your name is Sally. I'm asking if you're familiar with the name Sally.
You need to cross them for a yes and widen them out for a no.
Cross them for a yes and widen them up for a no. Yeah, like dancing rods, they're not even moving. Hold on a second. What happened? Why are you unwavering, guys? Hold on a second. Hold on. Let's try this all over. All
Because I just wonder, like, well, the way that they just kept repeating themselves with the spirit box, is it that they don't quite know how to communicate through it? So they're just kind of like blurting out words. Then you pull out the dowsing rods and they seem excited about it, but maybe they don't quite understand how they work either. Because how many actual investigators does this place get? You know, it does operate mainly as a very nice hotel.
is a very
Obviously, people have investigated it, or you wouldn't have known it's haunted.
right.
Or maybe guests just have experiences. Maybe it doesn't even get investigated all that much. But they might not know how to use some of these things, is all I'm saying.
I agree with that. So, and I also know, or I've heard that it's very likely that spirits don't have names. Um, they don't carry their names into the spiritual realm. So here I am throwing a whole bunch of names at you, and you don't know how to answer. I completely understand that. So I'm going to try a different approach. Um, do you know how to use the divining method that I have in my hands here? If you know how to use this method of communicating with me, all you have to do is cross them as a yes or open them wide up as a no. I mean, I know that's a redundancy, but just give it a shot. Do your best. Give me a yes or no. I feel them moving. I feel them moving. You don't have more energy than that. There's one that's moving. I want them both to move. It's funny too, because all the popping noises in this room have seemed to stop. So I know that you're right here. You can do it. You come on. Don't be mad because I called you out on it. Just move them, please. I'm sorry. Please just, I'm sorry for being rude. Yes. So I have one rod that is pointing directly at Wendy. Of course you are, because the rods love Wendy. I don't know why. And
No, I think that maybe they are trying to say no.
maybe they are trying to say no.
Mm-hmm. What was your question?
I don't remember, but I just heard something again off to the right of me that sounded like something had like like, I don't know, like, the sound that the cotton.
Like brushing something, like as if it maybe against that sofa. Do you think it's like that they could be getting off of the sofa or something?
No, well, the stove was to the right of me. I heard it to the left.
Oh,
So
okay.
it's like that bathroom closet-esque area. Like maybe somebody was getting up in that area. I don't know. Maybe it could have been another room at some point in time.
There is carpet, right?
Oh yeah, there's carpet.
So they could have
Definitely.
scuffed the carpet, maybe?
Mhm.
I remember your question too. You asked if they knew how to use the dividing method that you're using.
Yeah,
So maybe they just don't get it.
maybe that's why I'm only getting EVPs.
Yeah. Well, I think that is the strongest response the spirit can give us is their own voice. So I do love your questioning though. I have not read that, though it makes a lot of sense, especially with my spirit guide. Or if you even think about reincarnation and stuff, they start a new life. So
Yeah,
for
right.
them to not carry their name and kind of not carry their past, then the questions that we should just be asking them are like, you know, about their feelings, about their
Right.
experiences in that space right there. So that's a good way to go about it. I like that.
To me, it makes sense, especially when you and I are both familiar with stories of past lives.
Mm-hmm.
And a lot of times people only remember like feelings. They remember other people in those lives. A lot of them don't necessarily remember like themselves other than their jobs, which is pretty funny. Because we put so much stress and emotion on ourselves for our own jobs. So like that's what we remember when we are transformed. And I hope to God I don't remember having to be a shipper, customer service stripper, because it's annoying as fuck. And I would love to go into another life and be like, hell yeah, I was investigating ghosts. That was what I did.
I'm sure we will still remember that, but yeah, makes perfect sense. We literally just forgot the question we had asked.
Yeah,
So if you think that this spirit has been a spirit for 20, 30, 50 years, they're going to forget those details. And if they're not communicating with their family regularly, maybe they forget about that
right.
family. They forget who they were. All of that is very possible and makes sense. Chris has been taken by the spirits.
Well, sorry, I just realized that the mic that I had plugged into my camera has you have to turn it on, and I didn't turn the mic on, so I just turned the mic on.
Gotcha.
I just realized that I wish I was taking my buddy.
I love that. I do think that you're right. I get a vibe, maybe I'm wrong. I get a vibe that maybe your best communication is going to be doing EVP, which is hard for us to do like this because the mic on the laptop and whatnot. So I think I'm gonna let you go. I think I'm just gonna let you go at it all by yourself. How do you feel
Thank
about that?
you. Great. I can't wait. All right. Well, we tried the Estes method. Maybe Sasha, maybe Samantha, maybe just not. And otherwise, I will report back at some point at a later date if I am still alive.